The most underrated way to make money with AI is something most people aren't doing and don't even know makes some serious subscription income if you're willing to follow the process. Because now with tools like Grok 4, things just got crazy. The results are insane. Some of the invoices and deals that we've closed over the last, this one on the 17th, this one on the 19th, this one on the 22nd. Today's only the 23rd. So this is, within 7 days. $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, almost $10,000 in subscription-based income. Now, these results are not typical. This video is for education purposes only. You have to take you have to take action, and it does require effort to get results like this. But I'm telling you, now with AI and using these types of tools, the stuff that we used to have to do back in the day that made things really, really difficult and costed a lot more money and took a lot more time, you no longer have to do. So if you're still doing manual outreach or burning money on ads to get clients online, or you've never gotten a client before, you're about to feel sick, because in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the exact prompt, the setup, and how to rinse and repeat this entire thing to build a real pipeline of paying clients, just like the ones that we have in our Square account. This is over the last 30 days. You can see these payments come in monthly. They're subscription-based payments for AI-related services. So AI plus software, AI software plus service. This one came in on the 17th for $125. This one's for $125. This one for $1,000, $500, $2,000, $8,000. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be able to go out there and push a button and just make this stuff happen, but I'm going to show you exactly how we are doing it. And if you want to follow along, get your foot in the door using AI software tools, then great, you're in the right spot. Because this is probably the most unfair advantage that I have seen in years. This is stuff that we used to have to pay for. Now, real quick, before we get into what I'm going to show you, the way to get clients, the method, the opportunity, all that stuff like I like to do in my videos, if you like this topic of building an online business and getting AI subscription-based clients, I'd like to offer you my 4-part AI fast track training for free. That's after this video. We spend more time together going further on how to get AI subscription paying clients that pay me monthly. Now, I've shown you some invoices where I've gotten paid $100 a month, $500 a month, $2,000 a month. But at the bottom of that list, you can see here, $12,000 per month payment, $8,500 per month payment. Usually people come in at the $125 and we start upselling them into $1,000, $2,000, $8,000, $12,000. That's the kind of stuff that we talk about in the AI fast track training. I'm also going to give you 30 days free to the AI software that we use to run our business and get clients in the 4-part AI fast track training. Again, I'm not saying you're going to be able to go out there and push a button and replicate everything that I've done instantly, but if you want a blueprint and something to follow along with, like everybody else in our community that works, then this is for you. And if you want that training and the software, all you got to do, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, consider sharing this video with a friend who could get started with this type of business, and then comment below and I'll send you the 4-part AI fast track training. Now, let's dive into Grok 4 and some of the stuff that we've been seeing, because, at the end of the day, whether you like Grok 4 or Elon or any of that stuff, here's where we are at, right? Recently, Grok 4 was touted as being a better tool than Claude DeepSeek in the AI world. Although it had a bunch of safety concerns, right? It got jailbroken within 24 hours. The thing went rogue and started saying all kinds of anti-Semitic stuff. It also, even after that, landed a deal for $200 million with the Pentagon, which is crazy. It's crazy that there's so much controversy with something like that, and the White House is just, interested in working with them. And the reason that I think that is, this has nothing to do with politics, is because of the tool, the tech. Grok 4 is wild. I don't care about the controversy. I'm not giving it my credit card info. I'm not giving it my social security number. I'll tell you what I am using it for. I'm using it to get clients. I'm using it to help me build an online business. And that's what I want to share with you in this video. So if you can put all that aside and use this tool to go out there and find you some deals like I'm going to show you, then who cares what Elon does? You can in your personal life, but this video here, this is for how do we find people that will pay us for subscriptions on a monthly, ongoing basis. And that's exactly what this video is about. So what I want to show you is how to find people that need this particular service that you can use AI software to give them. They're going to pay you for this service. I'm going to show you how to contact them, reach out with an irresistible offer so that they have to say yes, how to connect and collect your first payment and set it up for ongoing subscriptions, and again, using AI software in the entire process. And I do want to mention that, my company last year was recognized as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii just last year. You can look it up. It's called Mind and Marketing. And we weren't doing the kind of numbers that we are doing now in order to be recognized as the second fastest growing company. We got beat out by an events company, which is crazy. We weren't throwing up the kind of numbers that we are now until we started using AI software. Once we started using AI software, like I'm going to show you, it increased our leverage, our reach. And if you're brand new, you're going to want to watch this entire video, because unlike other business models, you do not need 4 years or a degree to get started doing this. All you need to be is on a YouTube video and watch how we're doing this, and you can take some action on it. If you take action on it, you're going to make some progress. And if you have an existing business, I encourage you to watch this whole video, because you can add this onto what you're already doing, which is what I started to do myself and saw those numbers really ramp up. Somebody says, does this work with medical practices? 1000% this works with medical practices. This works especially well with medical practices. And my company, we work with activity companies. I showed you 3 invoices that we got over the last week. This one was for a tour company over in Pearl Harbor. I live in Hawaii. This one was another, I don't even know. Here's what I do know. I have people on my team that are following the methods that I'm going to share with you, and they are the ones that close the deals. Now, that is black belt level stuff. In this video, we are at white belt, blue belt. I'm going to show you some white belt. I'm going to show you how to get your first stripe, how to get your first customer, your next customer. You might already be a white belt with a couple of stripes. We're going to get you to blue belt in this video. If you want more brown belt, black belt stuff, purple belt, you got to go to the AI Fast Track training, and it's free. Right? It's free. So there's no risk to you. So, I actually kind of forgot the industries that these ones are. I wrote about them this morning. I can show you in my Facebook group here before we dive in. We got 21,000 members, by the way. This is a free group. It's a strategy group where people following along with the methods that I share, tactics, getting clients, closing deals. So here we go. A shuttle company. It's kind of an obscure niche. A sewer company, Pearl Harbor tour company, and an activity company. That's the 4 invoices. There's 4 here. I only have 3 in my slides, but we got 4 invoices over the last couple of days. The one that I didn't include was for a website. I think it was a $5,000 website, but I'm sharing with you the recurring stuff, right? I want you to see how to get recurring subscriptions. That is the key. When I first got started in business online, I sold my first website. It was for $300. And I thought to myself, maybe I can make some money doing this regularly. But the problem was that every time I wanted to get paid, I had to go find a new customer. So the whole goal for what I'm sharing with you today is, once you find one customer, how can you sell them more things? How can you get them to pay you every single month? Because with just a website, you have to go find more people. That's the most difficult part about growing your business. I want you to sell the same people more things, or have the same people paying you more than once for the one thing. Subscription-based service. So let's talk about what we're going to offer people. Because, again, this is a pretty lucrative business model. I want to show you Google Maps, right? This is Google Maps. Everybody has it. Free tool. I did a quick search. Roofing company, Fort Lauderdale. Now, I like to search home service businesses. That's a niche I like. I like tourism. I like activity. I used to be a mechanic, so I like to search for industries that I'm familiar with. And so, why do I search for these types of businesses? Because, well, number one, in order to make some money online, you have to find a business that is, you have to find somebody that is potentially a good fit for whatever it is you're trying to sell, which means they have to have some money to give you, right? Small business owners usually have money, and they are willing to invest that money into making their life easier or making more money themselves, right? They want to reinvest that money so they can lower their tax bill at the end of the year. A good, smart business owner, if you come to them with an opportunity for them to sink some of their profits back into their business in order to grow their business more or make their life easier, They're going to say yes. They're going to say yes because then they don't have to pay taxes on that money. So you got to find the right people. The right people are small business owners. They got money to invest, and then they have a problem that you are going to solve. Now, this problem that I want to point out to you, you can find anywhere on Google Maps, right? And I'm going to show you how to use AI to automate this process as promised. So if you go in, you search for your niche, you see that businesses here have a pin on the map. This is called a Google Business Profile. Best Roofing has a 4.7 review rating. They have 317 reviews. Tiger Team Roofing, that's a cool name, 250 reviews. NAS Roofing, 342 reviews. So if you're looking for a roofing company, these guys that have 300, 200, these are some serious heavy hitters, right? This is a bigger city, obviously, so they have a lot of reviews. If you want to get to the less competitive area, zoom out a little bit and go to some other areas like Okeechobee. I don't know. I live in Hawaii. It's a weird name. Big Cypress. No. You want to go through some of the less competitive areas, and you'll find people that have not nearly as much traction going on. But if you scroll through this and you go down, you'll start to find businesses that have less traction. And when I say less traction, I mean like, look at this guy, Roof Repair Experts. He has 13 reviews. Tweeds Roofing and Contracting Services, they have 3 reviews. Now, the service that we're going to offer these people is we're going to use an AI software tool to get them more reviews. Why are reviews important, and why are they valuable for business owners? Well, if this guy, PYU Fort Lauderdale Roofing, wants to compete with the big dogs up here, he's going to have to start getting more reviews, right? This guy's got 66. He's got a much better chance than Sky Pro with 12. This guy's got 1,898. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. There's a lot of roof jobs. Yeah. So you could make the argument that by not having these reviews, you're probably not getting nearly as much business as Paul Baines Roofing. And that is where we come in, right? This person has a problem. We can solve that problem. We can use software to solve that problem. And all it really comes down to now is finding a way to get their attention, right? So let me jump back over to my slides here. We're going to find businesses without a lot of reviews. We're going to reach out, letting them know you can get them more reviews. You're going to charge them $500 for a one-time blast, or $97 a month to $197 a month for ongoing reputation marketing, we're going to call it, services. So here's how you do it. So this is the tool that I use. It's called Go High Level. Remember, I'm giving you 30 days free in the AI Fast Track training. You'll notice that the tool is called Mind of Marketing. I have it branded as my company because Go High Level is what's called a white label software where you can rename it and resell it as your own if you want to. You don't have to. You can keep it as Go High Level if you want, but I like to rename it because when I reach out to businesses and I let them know, hey, let me help you get more reviews, I have a software tool that we use and it looks like it's ours. It looks more professional, but I didn't build it, right? And this is a key point that I want to make with you because this is a Swiss Army knife of tools for anybody looking to try to make money online. And this is why I love this tool because, look, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to have a business with 1,000 customers. That sounds like a nightmare. Let me tell you what my business has right now. My marketing company has 50 clients or less. We do $2 million a year. That's pretty nice. A lot of the people in the marketing business, AI world, they talk about having thousands of clients, selling thousands of customers. That sounds like thousands of headaches. Trust me, I have another company. I have a software company. We have thousands of customers. You have to have an entire team to deal with that. I'm showing people how to work this angle, this business, because it's a lot less stress. You can, if you put in the work, you can make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, like many people within, I'm not going to give you a timeline because YouTube hates that shit, but in a realistic, very real, I quit my job. I got fired from my job. I decided to never go back within my first year. We'll put it that way. So let's talk about the reputation stuff, because the tangent that I was going on was that the AI boom right now, you do not need to create software to be successful. It already exists. Here's an example of it. This is high level, right? It's rebranded as Mind of Marketing. There's lots of things that you can do with it. You can create social media content with AI. You can send emails. You can build websites, all with AI, super easy to use. You do not have to be a technical expert. I'm going to focus on the reputation part of it. Reputation has to do with reviews, right? if I get somebody to say, yes, I will pay you to get me more reviews, all I do is go to the Launchpad section, and then I use this section right here that says send link. And what it's going to do is it's going to ask me what their phone number is. I'm going to put their phone number in, and they are going to get access. They're going to get a link to their phone. They're going to get access to this app. They're going to be able to log in, and they're going to see this screen, and they're going to connect their Google Business profile. Once you connect their Google Business profile, now you have the opportunity to use the reputation tool where you can hit this button and send a direct link to a list of people that can leave reviews for them. You ask the customer, send me a list of all the people that you have sold roofs to in the last 6 years. You upload that list here in the contact database. Boom. You just hit the import section, import the list, go to the reputation section, send them a review request. They will get a beautiful email or an SMS that's asking them to review this company. And this is a huge value add for these businesses. Again, I recommend you charge $500 for a blast. You're going to get, depends on the size of the list, but you're going to get anywhere from 10 to 30 reviews for a business that has a couple hundred customers on a list. You can then charge $97 a month to constantly be managing their reviews. You can respond to all of their reviews for them right here. Pro tip, we use AI to respond to all the reviews. Like if you look at my company here, you see that we get these reviews. I didn't write this. AI rewrote this. So no longer do you have to spend the time thinking about how to respond to these reviews. You just hit reply, and then you hit the AI button right here at the top, and it'll write a response to this person. It factors in this person. So there's no thinking. You can have somebody in the Philippines doing this for you because they don't even have to write the reviews. They just use AI to do this for them. Somebody said, what do you say that Go High Level is the top AI and automation business right now? 1,000%. If you look at, they just came out and had a, if you go to builtwith.com and you look up AI automation and marketing, BuiltWith is a tool that shows you publicly what a website is built on. So if you go to Mind of Marketing, my website, right, you can type in any business, and I use this tool all the time to look up potential leads and customers. This is all the stuff that is going on under the hood of any website. So you can see we're using Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, we have WordPress plugins. You can see that we're built on WordPress. So you can see that we have the lead connector right here, which is part of Go High Level. So this website, it aggregates all of these, it aggregates the entire internet of websites. And if you look at the statistics, Go High Level is now the #1 AI automation and marketing software on the planet because you can do things like these reviews, and then you can jump into the automation section. And I didn't want to go down this rabbit hole, and I'm not going to, but I'm just going to share with you, and this is stuff we talk about in the fast track training, but you can create automatic steps for people who maybe they leave a review. If you want to, like, look at all the automations that I have in my agency right now. So like if somebody, fills out, let's say somebody comes in and they book an appointment on any one of these people's calendars of my team. If it's in this group, then do this. Then send this email. Then send this text message. Wait one day. Send this text message. Wait one day. Send this text message. This is what's called an automation. And there's AI features that are built into this if you want it. That's not what this video is about. But I am very excited about the AI and automation side of Go High Level. If you don't want to mess with that stuff, you do not need to mess with that stuff. If you just want to follow along with what I'm sharing with you here, make $500 one-time payments from people for sending review blasts, and then moving them over to a $97 to a $197 a month program. The $197 a month program is where you do more things like you add a review widget to their website. You might even add a chat widget to their website, which helps collect more reviews and also give their traffic more customer support. Why not? At the end of the day, all you're doing is using the software tool to unlock more value for this business. This is how we take a company like mine where we have 50 clients and we're making $2 million. That's where you get to that type of revenue from such a small customer base. And what you don't want is to have thousands of customers and you're at $100,000 revenue, because you're going to have, your life's not going to be fun, right? It's just not going to be good. Trust me, I've done it before. So you want to follow along. Here's how you get those customers, right? I've shown you the service, the process. I've shown you the manual way of going out there, finding companies that don't have good reviews. Here's where you use Grok AI. You go to Grok AI and you can use this prompt. And you can say, I run a digital marketing agency, put your area in there, make me a detailed list of 25 leads from whatever sector you want to prospect in, travel, activity, home services, collect their business information, their business name, their address, their city, their phone number, and finally give me an idea of what marketing services I can sell and offer to each one of them. Grok goes out and builds you a list. Now, by the way, you can use Grok 3 for this. Grok 3 is free. Grok 4 is a paid upgrade. I think it's like $30 or $300 a month. Huge price difference for Grok Heavy. But you can use Grok 3, which is free for this, to build your lead list. And once you have this lead list in here, if you're using high level, think about it this way. You can create a dashboard of all the software suite for your business, and you can download this list, upload it here, and send them all an email offering to do the review blast for them and automate the entire process. Now, generally, the results that I have seen that people get a little more results quickly are when they do more targeted, careful prospecting. Now, you can send emails to 10,000 people. That could work. I like to find people that are very specific, that really need this problem, and really go all in on turning them into a customer. I'm talking about not only sending them an email, but sending them an email that's very personalized, one that's wrote specifically for them, not for 10,000 people. You want to speak to them in their first name, call out some specific stuff on their website. You want that email to look like it came from an actual friend, so that they open it and they read it and they consume it. And if they don't, then go on their social media, comment on one of their posts, make sure that your name is prominent so it's familiar when they see it in your email, in their social media, in their text messages, in their DM, when you call them on the phone. You're a familiar face because you're out there trying to give them value. That's what I recommend. You can see some of my other videos from last week where we talk about other client getting methods that I give you, where we do a lot of more targeted prospecting. But if you wanted to, you could download an entire list. Or you could take this list from Grok and you could start doing your research on them, seeing how many reviews they have. You can see that you have their name, address, phone number. The digital marketing suggested is for this one is SEO. This one is Google Ads, social media marketing, Google Ads, which is PPC, all that stuff. People that run Google Ads, they're also great candidates for reputation marketing, because once somebody sees a Google ad, they want to know, like, oh, is that a good horseback tour that we're going to go on? Or do they have really bad reviews? If they have really bad reviews, they might not be safe. So reviews, reputation marketing goes a long way for small businesses to not only get more sales and more customers, but just overall help their ability to turn visitors into paying customers. Because if you have bad reviews, you're going to take visitors and you're going to turn them away. If you have good reviews, you're going to take visitors and give them that social proof that they need to actually give you their money. And so once you take this list here, I'm going to give you, by the way, if you're getting any value out of this, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment below so I can give you the 4-part AI fast track training, 30 days free to high level, so you can follow along with some of our money magnets and client getting tactics. And within the first 30 days, hopefully you've taken action so that your first customers are paying for, I think high level is $97 a month for their earlier method. And I see somebody saying that they're on the $497 plan with me. There are other tiers, but to get started, you only need the $99. Appreciate you, by the way, signing up through me. And I hope you're following along and taking action and you've already gotten your first couple of customers. That's really important to me. So once you have this list that I've shown you and you've taken me up on the 4-part AI fast track training, I'm giving you this bonus document in that fast track training as well that come with these prospecting templates. So this is an email, this is an SMS outreach, and a follow-up SMS. So the SMS outreach says, hey, first name, I saw your business, could use more reviews online. I help businesses get more reviews in 30 days with a simple automation system. No contracts, want me to show you how it works. Do you think that you could send that text message to somebody? It's not a difficult text message to send. Well, who do you send that to? Well, here you go. You have a list of phone numbers of businesses in your area that Grok put together. This is stuff that I used to have to do manually. Now we're using Grok to run this stuff. You can also use a tool like Gemini. Here's the same prompt with Gemini. Gemini does it too. Gemini is free. Gemini is Google's tool. So all the information coming from Google with their own tool, I like that too as well. You could also use a tool like Manus AI. You can use whatever tool you want. I'm playing around with Grok because Glock's kind of a cool name too. Grok's a cool name, but I'm playing around with Grok because I feel like it's got the newest release outside of ChatGPT's new AI agent. That's the next one I'm going to be playing with quite a bit. But I do see some really good results here with this. So you have this list. Send these people a prospecting message. You can send messages through High Level too, by the way. So if you go to the Conversations tab, what I like about High Level is they have this Omni Conversations tab. You can get all your emails, your Facebook instant messages, your Instagram instant messages, your Google business messages, all your chat widget messages, all in one place. And this is something we also sell to our customers once they come in, like we sell them the reputation review, blast, and management. Well, then we'll also give them the ability to connect all their social profiles in one place, and then they can just manage, or their team members can manage responding to those things just on one app. It's called an Omni Conversations tab. But you can also send messages directly through here, through SMS, but from your computer. So you can, again, take a contact list for yours or your customers, select all, and send them an SMS if you wanted to send them something like this and have a prospecting at scale method. Or you could just use your phone and DM them right here. You have the email list, the phone list. Just go in there and send them this email or send them this SMS from your phone. If you're brand new, that's what I would do. If you're a veteran, I would probably automate the SMS by using something like High Level. Or you can send emails. This is the email. Subject line, quick win for your business. Get 10 to 30 reviews in 30 days. A lot of business owners are going to want 10 to 30 reviews. And the email is in the direct response fashion where it tries to get them to respond immediately because we give them a special offer. I noticed that you only have a handful of reviews online. That's costing you real money, especially since 92% of consumers hesitate to trust a business with fewer than 10 reviews. So if they have less than 10 reviews, that's perfect, right? The good news, I can fix that fast. That is direct response marketing, because the business owner who reads this in their mind, they're like, yeah, I need somebody to help me fix that. I'm too busy running my business. I'm willing to pay for that. Or if you're brand new and you don't have anybody who's willing to pay you, do it for free to get your foot in the door so that you can have somebody that you can do more things for. If you do it for free, you get them more reviews. Guess what? Now you're in the position where you can upsell them into some AI social media posting, where you post on all their social media profiles using High Level. Go to the social planner section. They connect all their social media accounts here, and you just use High Level to create AI-related social posts, AI images, just like you see here. These are all scheduled posts that I used with somebody on my team, created using AI, scheduled out for our company over the next, July 28th, August 4th, August 11th, August 18th. I'm telling you guys, this tool is a baddie. It is a baddie when it comes to generating cash flow and delivering results and value for businesses online. And so again, if you are getting any value out of this, please like the video, subscribe, consider sharing it with a friend. And I'll send you the 4-part fast track training if you comment below. Somebody says they're in. They started the 30-day trial. Haven't first see to start the 30-day trial. Sorry. Somebody says, I'm looking for ways to make money online with zero capital. Help, I don't have any capital. Look, this 4-part AI fast track training that I'm giving you, everybody, this is free. You don't need any money for this. There's a VIP upgrade if you want it, where you get some additional assets and resources and videos that you can keep and download. But you get 4 parts of training for free, plus a 30-day trial, which is free, to High Level. Within those 30 days, just follow along, and I hope you can get some clients following these methods, because other people have. I'm not saying that it's a guaranteed for you, but if you come to my Facebook group and you search the hashtag win, this group is free too. All this stuff is free. I want to see you be successful. Look, Greg Blackwood, 5 hours ago, says it's not money, but he got his first Google review. Great. July 11th, I recently joined the group because of the 4-day fast track training. Upon doing so, I learned about EDDM, which is another foot in the door strategy. Seemed like a perfect way to get clients, so I pitched them on it. Got 2 yeses. Feels really good to learn something on Monday and make $1,000 from it on Wednesday. This person put in the work. Tyler put in the work. Okay, I want to stress that. Full disclaimer, you are not going to just replicate this without taking action. If you have no money, join the group. Look what other people are doing. Follow along. Model it. If you're on the fence, go to the group and see some of the feedback and comments that we get from other people that have followed along and taken action using our methods. One of the things that I will say before we get out of here, everybody, is that there's so much information online. It doesn't come down to needing any more information. Your job today is being able to filter out the right information. If you try to do something that has never worked, you're going to be wasting your time. If you follow along with somebody, there's a lot of fake gurus out there, and I hate those guys. I want to throw rocks at them, because they're ruining the industry for everybody. A fake guru is somebody who has no reason to be out there sharing strategies or information on telling people how to do things because they've never done it themselves. They have no experience. Maybe they did it 10 years ago. It's rehashed. It's an old method, or they're using some, fake results to try to sell something. Me, Tom Gaddis, my fellow co-founder, and everybody in our community, we have this actual business. Minor Marketing is an actual business. We've got 50 clients. We're generating results and traction for them and ourselves. Everything that I share with you guys comes from that. Okay, so you can trust that you're not following along with a tactic or a method that doesn't work. This method works. You can see people in my community that are doing it. You can join that community. It's free. You can verify for yourself. And if you don't want to do it, then that's fine too. No pressure. My whole goal with YouTube right now is to create as much attention as I can for me and my business, obviously, but I'm going to do it in a way with the lowest barrier to entry possible, where I'm giving everybody my best stuff so they come in and they tell other people about it and they get results and they get traction, because I know that I win when you guys win. So with that, everybody, I appreciate you all being here. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, comment below for the 4-part AI fast track training, and I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next one. Aloha and have a good day.